Welcome back. Thank you for joining me this beautiful Friday. It's beautiful here anyway, on this live. There we go. This is for the week ahead, the 20th through to the 26th. I will say that Taurus season starts on the 20th, actually. And then, yeah, Taurus season starts on the 20th. So let's go ahead and get into it. This is what you need to be looking out for the week ahead. Starting with Aries, we're going to move our way all the way through to Pisces. So no clarifications. Let's get into it. Aries. Week ahead for the sign of Aries. One more. Ooh, or two more. Or two more. All right. Week ahead for the sign of Aries. All right. Aries, overall energy for this upcoming week. We have number 48, Angel of Balance. Feeling very balanced in your energy. This week should feel pretty good, actually. Balance is good. It is pertaining to number 27, unexpected income in the reverse. I feel like you do have income coming in, but I don't feel like it's unexpected. Hello, Elizabeth. We have the Sun card, happiest card in the deck, Leo energy. That's joy, happiness, creativity, abundance. And then we have the Death card, Scorpio energy. I feel like you're transmuting that energy, that Sun energy. There's something you're shifting. Interesting. You have all major arcanas. This feels like it could be a very destined, fated, big week for you. We have the Strength card, Leo energy again. And then we have the Moon card, Pisces energy. So I feel as though you're definitely balancing your energy out. You do have income coming in. I feel as though it is expected income. I don't feel like this is some kind of windfall per se. But I feel like you're transmuting this good energy and taking your power back. You could even be transmuting your creativity, the current abundance that you have in your life. And with the Moon card, you're moving through fear, stress, anxiety. There could be things from the past that are coming up for you to kind of clear away. But I feel like you're in a good energy to do so. I feel like you're in your power, able to move more freely through what is possibly coming up to be cleared out from your past. In your underlying energy, that which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of, Aries, we have number 3, blossoming abundance. And it is pertaining to 18, child. Honestly, I feel like this is pertaining to inner child. And the reason I feel like it pertains to inner child, well, there's a few things. Although I just heard that maybe you are going to either be with child and or if you're depending on your situation, you could be becoming a grandparent. But I feel regardless of those external events, it's about inner child. We have the 6 of Cups. The 6 of Cups is, for me, it feels like there's something that you're reminiscing on in the past. I feel like that ties into the Moon energy. And I feel like whatever you're clearing pertains to an inner child wound or a child wound that is coming up for you to clear out. I also feel as though you have heightened sensitivity at this time pertaining to spiritual, your intuition. It could be your clairs. There's something strong pertaining to spiritual wisdom, I heard. We have the 4 of Wands. So Interesting for some of you, you could have a past life soulmate coming back around pertaining to a union, a strong union, possibly marriage. However, the Four of Wands to me is talking about your templed path. And I feel like the blossoming abundance is not only the clearing out from the past, child wounds, if you will. It could, again, if you are with child and or becoming a grandparent, that in itself is blossoming abundance. But we also have the Ace of Cups, a brand new emotional experience, because I feel like you're clearing something out. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Not only a new emotional experience, but you could, again, have those heightened spiritual gifts at this time. So beautiful reading. I definitely feel like you're in your power. You're moving through fear, digging up possible old wounds to clear them out. The week looks pretty amazing. You have confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo. All right, I'm going to shuffle, read the chat, and we will move on to Taurus. Just so everybody is aware, I do not ignore the chat. I just don't look at it while I'm in the middle of reading for a sign. So give me 1 second here. All right. Oh, thank you, Scott. Not going to stand up. One egg price in your country. I don't really understand what you're asking. Also, I think maybe that's what Google is for. Just a thought. You're trying to figure out what egg prices are. Go to the grocery store. Google. I don't know. Some people walk out in their backyard and get their own fresh. Okay. Thank you all for joining me on this Friday. It is Friday. Ooh. That was a little kerfunkly. Okay. Taurus. Taurus, the week ahead, the 20th through to the 26th. Happy birthday, Tauruses. Taurus season starts on the 20th. I do give my feeling on the card along with any channel messages that come my way. So please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Feel free to watch your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or cross watch for somebody that you are dealing with. All right, Taurus, overall energy, we have number 46, the thinking man. And it's pertaining to number 36, distant horizons. Interesting, because it feels like there's faith and hope towards the future and maybe even future planning, focusing on what it is that you're wanting to create or move towards. We have the Page of Cups. Pages bring news. I feel like this is more talking about maybe some mild flirting, getting back into that childlike fun and innocence. And we have the Sun card, Leo energy, happiest card in the deck. Joy, happiness, success, abundance, and creativity. We do have the Two of Swords. I feel like you're being called to follow your intuition, open up to your higher senses, your higher faculties. There could be a choice that you're needing to make, but you're kind of unwilling or unable to. Let's not sit too much in the future forward thinking and maybe come down to the here and now and continue to move forward. It's okay to make choices, or it would behoove you to make choices currently for what it is that you're moving towards in the future. Just don't overthink and overanalyze is what I'm saying. And the underlying energy, that which is beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of, we have number 33, door to romance. And it is pertaining to number 13, wealthy man. You could be the wealthy man. It could be a wealthy man that you are calling into yourself, but we do have the Page of Pentacles. Pages bring news. There is some kind of opportunity, financial opportunity. And I feel like also we're talking about somebody laying the groundwork, moving towards somebody with what? The Knight of Cups. I feel like we're moving from flirting to something much more. I also feel like besides romance, this is calling for you to follow your heart, your dreams, your desire. Your creative juices are a-flowing. We have the Emperor, that is Aries energy specifically. I definitely feel like there's a need for you to take a leadership role in your own life. I also feel as though you could be moving up, becoming your own boss. For some of you, there is a romantic situation pertaining to a boss. Taurus, we have hold your vision, fixed moon. Interesting. Again, hold the vision. Just don't overthink and overanalyze. Don't get stuck in stagnancy. Keep the good vibrations going. Keep the eye on the prize. All right, I'm going to shuffle and we will move on to Gemini. Oop, that does not go there. Thank you all for hitting the like button. Subscribe if you so desire. Also, I appreciate you all for hanging out with me on Friday. Again, no clarifications. This is for the week ahead. I have already done Aries and Taurus. We are shuffling to do Gemini. No clarifications. Okay. Gemini. This is for the week ahead, the 20th through to the 26th. I do give my feeling on the card along with any channeled messages that come my way. So take what resonates. Whoa, that's a lot. And leave what doesn't. Feel free to watch your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or cross watch for somebody that you are dealing with. Okay. Gemini. Yeah, Gemini. I couldn't remember who I was working on. Gemini, overall energy. We have number 35, first chakra, Archangel Michael, and number 11, cornucopia. And hold on. It's the first chakra, Archangel Michael, is stability and security. Cornucopia is, again, feeling as if you've got it all, everything, right? It's pertaining to number 17, a gift. Number 22, official person. And number 9, change. Honestly, I feel like you're definitely feeling grounded, stable, secure, abundant. You could have received some kind of a gift, be it financial or otherwise. For some of you, you could feel like that official person and or it's an official person that's come in to offer these things to you. Official person can be different for everybody. I mean, an official person could be your parent. It could be a grandparent. It could be, a judge. It could be all sorts of things. Change, I feel like there's a major shift and change taking place in your life. Maybe a time of healing from past situations, but there could actually be a move taking place as well. We have the Empress, Taurus, Libra energy. This is all about new beginnings. It is turning your dreams into reality, tangible. It is prosperity, abundance. For some of you, you could be with child. It is, again, a time of fertility. But more than anything, it's new beginnings and turning your dreams into reality. We have the Eight of Swords. I feel like it's coming after a time of overthinking, overanalyzing. There could have been fear, stress, anxiety, self-imposed prison, if you will, with the Seven of Wands. So the Seven of Wands feels very defensive. It's kind of like feeling the need to protect yourself or hide away from people, other people's energy. In the underlying energy, that which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of, we have number 34, door to personal healing and happiness. Like I said, I feel like you are moving through healing. We do have number 28, expectations. So I feel like there's an expectancy, honestly, of healing and happiness, joy, shifting out of, I feel like there was some kind of a turbulent energy or time that you went through. There is a major shift and change taking place. You are feeling grounded and stable, or you will be this next week, I will say. And we have the Strength card, which makes me feel like you've taken your power back in order to heal. And I feel as though the expectancy is what's actually pushing it forward, expecting this healing and happiness, expecting this change, this new beginning. And again, you could be the official person, or it could be somebody coming into your life, but you are receiving a gift of sorts. Could be this new beginning, this turning the dreams into reality, but even the gift could be the healing. As far as the protection, if you feel the need to protect yourself, do so. I'm getting hermit vibes a little bit. Let's see. Gemini, confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo. Confidence is your key. All right, I'm going to shuffle and we will move on to Cancer. I wonder why I'm not seeing all of... There we go. I don't know why I wasn't seeing all the chat. I have done Aries, Taurus, and Gemini. We are moving on to Cancer after the shuffle is finished. I appreciate you all for hitting the like button, subscribe if you so choose, share if you feel there's somebody that could benefit. For the extended group members, the new May monthly videos are coming out next week. For all others, they'll be out before the 1st. All right, Cancer. Cancer, week ahead, the 20th through to the 26th. What do we have for Cancer? What is happening this coming week for the sign of Cancer? Oh yeah, happy Easter weekend to you too. All right, Cancer. Ooh, that's a lot. Ooh, a whole lot. Good grief. Cancer has a lot to say. Okay. Cancer, overall energy for this upcoming week, the 20th through to the 26th. We have number 5, attachment. And it's pertaining to number 38, toil and labor. Interesting. It could be on a very general level, an attachment to work. But I feel like it's so much more than that. It feels very much like you are attached to difficulty, like things have to be hard, or I don't feel like I'm fulfilled or doing enough. And it's not true. It's just a belief that you hold. Maybe when you were younger, somebody said you could be better, you could do better, you could work harder. And so there's this internal energy that makes you feel like nothing's ever good enough unless you are literally in the thick of it, feeling drained and exhausted, overdoing it, putting forth too much energy. Toil and labor, it's like, it just feels like you're on this endless cycle and you're attached to it, right? We have the High Priestess, Pisces energy. Not only do I feel like you're being called to follow your intuition, for some of you, you're being called to reach out to an intuitive, a psychic, a spiritual coach. With the 2 of Pentacles, you are definitely of 2 worlds. You are putting forth far too much energy, and it's exhausting emotionally and energetically draining you. We have the Chariot. That is you, specifically Cancer, victory, success, and movement forward, pertaining to a 10 of Cups, a family, a happy family. But I also feel like this is an ending because we're talking about a 10. So I feel like this cycle is coming to an end with this family situation. Now, the question is, what is it about this family situation that's coming to an end? There's a lot of endings of cycles. Endings of cycles could look like this. There's 2 people. They've been together upwards of 10 years, if not longer. They're ending a cycle and going their separate ways. Same idea. 2 people, upwards of 10 years, if not longer, ending a cycle. They're going to move into a new cycle. You're going to know your story. This is a general reading, but there's victory, success, movement forward towards the ending of this cycle. We have a 7 of Pentacles. This is a reflection of reflecting back. I'm hearing hindsight is 2020, which I feel like you're looking back to understand what energetic seeds you had planted, what's coming next, if you will, waiting for that. With the 10 of Swords, I feel like there's an attachment to toil and labor pertaining to family and emotions and relationships on every level, friendships, whatever, work partnerships, whatever. I feel like you're coming to an end of that cycle. I feel like there's an awareness that's going to come through, whether it's from your higher self, your intuition, and or you seeking out some kind of spiritual coaching. With the 10 of Swords, that's the ending of your cycle. An old way of thinking, believing, an old cycle coming to an end. Beliefs are just thoughts we keep thinking, or in some cases are repeatedly indoctrinated with, be it family, school, whatever the case is. But I feel like you're finally coming out of this energy. It might be difficult because we still have this attachment energy. You're attached to it. I heard it's like a sore thumb, an old shoe. Either way, it's time for you to ascend, Cancer. In the underlying energy, we have number 12, the Templed Path, and it's pertaining to number 23, Courthouse. There is a final judgment taking place, and it is time for you to, the Emperor, take a leadership role in your own life. Boss up, level up. This feels like it is time for you to ascend to the next level. With the 4 of Wands, so the 4 of Wands is a union card, yes. And there could be an ending coming to a union. Could be possibly that the Emperor represents a judgment taking place in a union. But more than anything, the 4 of Wands is your templed path. And we do have a 5 of Cups, which to me talks about there could be some kind of heartbreak or ending taking place with a union. But also the emotional things that you're needing to let go of, the old way of doing things, things that have been a crutch for far too long that really are not healthy or true, but it's like the old shoe. It just feels right. And it feels weird to not do those cycles repeatedly. You do have opportunities coming in for you once you are done with the mourning process. Cancer, the answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. Yes, they are. You just got to be open to receive them. All right, I'm going to shuffle and we will move on to Leo. Thank you guys for hitting the like button. I appreciate you for all the likes, subscribes. I'll mention again that the extended group members will have their May monthlies out by the 24th. And then all others, it'll be shortly after that, but before the 1st, for sure, for the non-members. Also, if you feel the need to join the extended group membership, you can find the link in the description box below. It's only $2.99 a month, and you can cancel it at any time, but you get access to all extendeds, the past, all signs, all of them. Full access. Gratitude group offers more law of attraction and spiritual coaching videos. Okay. Leo. What is it? All right, Leo. Leo, the week ahead, the 20th through to the 26th. I do give my feeling on the card, along with any general messages that come my way. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Feel free to watch your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or cross-watch for somebody that you are dealing with. This is for Leo. Leo. Okay, hold on one second. It's getting toasty in here. It's like 70 degrees today. Leo, overall energy for this upcoming week. Number 42, woman holding a coin. This could be somebody in your energetic field, or you're feeling very grounded, stable, abundant at this time. It is pertaining to number 13, wealthy man. So again, that could be your energy. It could be a wealthy man coming in for you. Take it how it resonates. We have the Temperance card. This is Sagittarius energy. Divine timing is at play. And I also feel like you're being called not to overindulge. We have the Ace of Swords in the reverse. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. You're lacking clarity, truth, and honesty. There's a need for you also to be open to receive intuition and guidance. We have the Five of Swords. You're lacking clarity and truth and honesty pertaining to arguments, fights, some kind of, well, I heard baffling situation. Interesting. But there's something that you are missing the mark on, missing the point. There's a need for you to maybe step back until you get a full understanding, which I believe is coming in divine timing. And I feel like the overindulging part is don't speak and maybe intertwine or engage until you have a full understanding. The end result is going to be the Chariot, Cancer energy, victory, success, and movement forward. So I just feel like you're being asked to temper your speech, your thoughts, your opinions. There is a conflict of sorts taking place. It is going to end up just fine. but you don't see the full picture. You're not getting all the information. You don't have the clarity. In the underlying energy, that which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of, we have number 51, healer of the ages. And it's pertaining to number 3, marriage. Doesn't have to be a marriage, could be a union, a partnership. But I will say, and it might not even be yours, so take it how it resonates. But the healer of the ages, I feel like there's a healing taking place within you, also another person. We have the Hermit card, Virgo energy. This is a spiritual awakening card, a need to seek inner truth, guidance, clarity, figure out what you're passionate about, and also having faith in the future. It's about retreat, like, you know, let's just take some time to ourselves, really, really go within. And then we have the Queen of Wands, which, unless you're dealing with another fire sign, Aries specifically, I feel like is going to be your energy. And sitting in this energy here feels very powerful. Like going within, retreating is going to allow you to take your power back, not feel so out of control, and gain your clarity. Get your clarity on the situation. You don't have the full story. So I definitely feel like there is grounded stability taking place and healing taking place in a marriage or union. It's just take a step back, take a breath. Leo, your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus. Okay, I'm going to shuffle. We will move on to Virgo. Thank you guys for joining me. Thank you all. I appreciate you. I appreciate all the likes, the subscribes, the shares. I appreciate all of my group members, extended group members, gratitude group members. You guys are phenomenally amazing, awesome sauce. Oh, you're welcome, Chris. I have already done Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo. We are moving on to Virgo after I'm done with the shuffling and taking a sip of my beverage, it being that I am getting a little parched. Okay. All right, Virgo. Virgo, this is for the week ahead. The 20th through to the 26th. What does Virgo need to know? I give my feeling on the card along with any channeled messages that come my way. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Feel free to watch your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Cross watch for somebody that you are dealing with. Okay, Virgo, overall energy for this reading. We have number 50, Angel of Strength. Feeling your strength and power, pertaining to number 26, Great Fortune. Now, Great Fortune does not have to be financial. It can be, but feeling just very fortunate, great fortune, feeling like life just keeps giving you abundance and love and amazingness. And that puts you in your power, being in that energy and feeling that fortune, that gratitude and appreciation. We have the Two of Pentacles. Ooh, that's all about putting forth far more energy, effort, and it's emotionally and energetically draining. You've been balancing something for far too long. We have the Justice card. I feel like things are finally going to come into balance. That's Libra energy. And it's going to allow for the Four of Swords, healing, not only healing, but rest, and maybe even a time to meditate, to receive intuition, guidance, and downloads. So clearly you've been through some stuff, energetically, emotionally draining, exhausted. Balance is going to come in this week, and you're being called to take it. Take a break, take a rest, meditate. In the underlying energy, which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of, we have number 21, strategy, pertaining to number 3, marriage. Interesting. We have strategy pertaining to marriage. I feel like, well, we have a Queen of Cups. So you could be dealing with Cancer specifically, but it's Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. If you're not dealing with another water sign and don't have water in your chart, this could be the energy that somebody's embodying. It is highly intuitive, psychic. It is kind, caring, compassionate. It's your emotional body. With the 7 of Swords, that is strategy. So somebody is strategizing, whomever is embodying that water energy. And again, it doesn't have to be the sign specifically. It's just the emotional maturity, the emotional energy, the intuition. There's a strategy taking place. With the Page of Swords, I feel like it's pertaining to receiving guidance from the intuition, but also getting clear and focused on your truth, speaking your truth, and clear communication with none other than a King of Pentacles. Well, king or queen doesn't necessarily matter, Virgo. That's you. The King of Pentacles is Virgo, unless you're dealing with another earth sign. In that case, you could say Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Male, female, not gender specific. So I feel like we have 2 people here, water energy, earth energy. I'm going to go with the fact that you're the earth. Somebody is strategizing, and it doesn't feel negative or disingenuous. It feels very much like, I want truth, I want clarity, I want clear communication, I want us both to be on the same page, focus. I definitely feel like it's paying off, and it's bringing in this strength, this feeling fortunate, this final rest, and a time after a time of energetically and emotional imbalance, but also draining energy. So this looks like it's going to be a good week for you, Virgo. Okay. Have faith in your dreams. Waxing crescent moon. Yes, have faith. Faith is where it's at. All right, I'm going to shuffle. We will move on to Libra. That puts us at our halfway point. And Libra. Thank you guys again for joining me on this Friday. It is beautiful here. It is sunny. It is 70 degrees. Hopefully it is beautiful wherever you are. Although beauty takes all forms. You know, flowers and trees can't grow without the rain. That in itself is beautiful. Wind and snow, I don't know. I'm just kidding. Wind is good because it carries the seeds to bring beauty to other places. Snow, let's say snow is good. It allows the plants to hibernate so they can come back. It allows them to rest, like all snug, like a bug in a rug. It's also fun for animals and kids to play in. I feel like I covered everybody's temperatures. All right, Libra. Libra, the week ahead. The week ahead, the 20th through to the 26th. I almost said the 6th. Maybe something's going to happen on the 6th for you, Libra. I do give my feeling on the card along with any channeled messages that come my way. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Feel free to watch your other placements. Did another one flip? No. Sun, moon, rising, Venus, and or cross watch for somebody that you are dealing with. Ooh, Libra. Libra, Libra, Libra. Okay. Here we go. Overall energy for the upcoming week, Libra, we have number 28, victory, pertaining to number 16, thoughts. For some of you, there's some kind of premonition thing taking place where you're feeling, in essence, validated by something that happened. However, something you had thought of or that popped into your mind. However, I also feel like the victory pertaining to your thoughts is pertaining to the fact that there could be a shift or an understanding that your thoughts are creating things, and maybe you've purposefully started thinking on purpose as opposed to by default, and therefore things are coming in that are desirable. We do have the 10 of Swords. That's the ending of a cycle of an old way of thinking. So that in itself could be very victorious. An old pattern or cycle, I feel like you're finally breaking free from. Thoughts that don't necessarily align with you anymore. We have the 7 of Swords. And I feel like there was strategy involved in this. Hence the feeling victorious over the thoughts. And the strategy was to get back to an Ace of Swords, a clarity, a truth, intuition, guidance, downloads, to get rid of all that stuff that just was not serving you. The Ace of Swords is Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, the truth. It's cutting through the veil. It's speaking your truth, knowing your truth, having that laser focus, but also it's a new way of thinking and believing and receiving guidance and downloads. In the underlying energy, that which is beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of, we have number 23, all tied up. This is an energy of a self-imposed prison, overthinking, overanalyzing. That would kind of correlate with like the 10 of Swords, right? Being stuck and stagnant. And it's pertaining to your community, number 39. Community can be a lot of things. It can be the people that you work with. It can be the people that you live around. It can be your friends. But there was a situation where you were feeling stuck, stagnant, fearful, overthinking, pertaining to a community. Could even be the place you live would be considered a community as well. However, I will say we have a King of Cups. Pisces energy specifically, but it's Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. This is somebody who's kind, caring, compassionate, highly intuitive, and psychic. And I feel like this could be you embodying this energy, Libra. So take it how it resonates, but it's definitely could be you following your heart, your emotions. For most of you, though, this is somebody coming in offering something. What are they offering? A Knight of Cups. Their cup of love. It's not huge. It's like, let's go on a date. Let's go to the movies. It's something romantic, possibly. It's more than flirting. It's more along the lines of serious emotional offerings, but not like, let's get married, right? We have the Moon card, Pisces energy again. So you could be dealing with a water sign or have that in your chart. And I feel as though for some of you, you were fearful regarding this situation. Maybe you thought this person wasn't going to come through. Maybe you thought that it was not going to happen or whatever. I feel like the fear was tied to this situation, this person. And I feel like you were needing to follow your heart. and also to have clarity and truth, your truth, and to only think that, feel that, get out of that overthinking, overanalyzing, fear, false evidence appearing real, worst case scenario. That's the moon energy. I feel like you were needing to move through the fear and also follow your intuition. With the Six of Pentacles, not only is it bringing in balance, but a windfall of a lot, really. It could be support, love, financial windfall. I definitely feel like balance is the main thing you're bringing back in. You're moving through the fear and bringing balance back in. And you are feeling very victorious when it comes to your thoughts, because I feel like you finally got to the truth and the clarity and got out of this overthinking, overanalyzing. Libra, you are very close to achieving your goal. Yeah, keep your thoughts positive. Maybe you were concerned, like, what friends or family would think. I don't know. But it's all going to work out this week, Libra. All right, I'm going to shuffle. And then we'll move on to Scorpio. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Ready for hitting the like button, for subscribe. I appreciate all of you. Thank you to my extended group members and gratitude group members. I appreciate you. Happy Friday. Thank you for joining me. Happy Easter weekend. Whoop. I've already done Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, and Libra. I'm about to do Scorpio, and then we will move on to Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. I do offer super chat questions. It is a $5 minimum per question. Those get answered after all the signs have been read. If that is something that interests you. Okay. Scorpio. This is for the week ahead for the sign of Scorpio, the 20th through to the 26th. I do give my feeling on the card along with any channeled messages that come my way. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Feel free to watch your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or cross watch for somebody that you are dealing with. Okay, we'll see about those. Scorpio, overall energy for this upcoming week. We have number 19, rest and rejuvenation. And it is pertaining to number 8, a false person. You could be the false person. It could be somebody that you're dealing with. But I feel like you're being called to take a break, rest, receive guidance, intuition, meditate. We have the Page of Swords. I feel like by resting, hence meditation, you're going to receive the intuition, the guidance, the truth that you're seeking, the clarity. And it's pertaining to a 10 of Pentacles. So the 10 of Pentacles is some long-term, could be work, could be a home. It's something tangible, could even pertain to finances. But I feel like you're going to get some kind of clarity pertaining to this. Well, now I'm hearing like a moth to a flame burned by the fire. That's the way love goes. Is that Janet Jackson? You'd have to look up the song. Maybe it means something to you. There's a truth and clarity coming pertaining to something tangible in the 3D. It could be, again, a home, a business, finances. Somebody's been wearing a mask or attempting to, it's a false person. I feel like deception is involved here. And you're going to get the clarity, but there's a need for you to really, truly tune in. The truth is coming, and I heard it's going to set you free. The Hermit card, Virgo energy. Again, I feel like you're being called to detach from people, places, and situations. When we detach, it's not just for the benefit of getting away from people. It is literally to withdraw our energy from other people and to let go of other people's energy in order for us to have, in essence, a spiritual awakening, to get clear on who we are, what we are, our own energetic field, and therefore we become far more tuned or tuned in to other people's energy and the difference between the two. And it also is talking about having faith in the future, but making sure that you're following your true soul path and journey. In the underlying energy, we have number 50, Angel of Strength, and it's pertaining to a child. Could be your inner child, could be one of your child. Either way, we have a Queen of Cups. So if you're dealing with a Cancer, this could be that energy, and or it's just pertaining to your energy. And then we have an Emperor energy, Aries energy. This is going to be like a boss. So there's something that you have strength in. And again, it could be with a child, it could be your inner child, but I feel as though there's a need for you to literally man or woman up, take your power back. There's something you're needing to see and get clear on. You have opportunities coming through for you, but either you're being the false person, wearing a mask, pretending to be somebody that you're not, or there's somebody around you. And the only way you're going to get clear on this is to go within. There could be a desire to control and manipulate something, and or somebody's doing that to you. So again, I feel like you're going to gain your clarity and truth by Hermit energy, going within, really following that higher intuition, meditate. Scorpio, your Moonology card. Oh, work through your fears. New moon in Scorpio. You got your own card. Work through your fears, Scorpio. All right, I'm going to shuffle. We will move on to Sag. We are on our final four. Final four signs: Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. Thank you guys for hanging out with me on this Friday. I hope you have yourself a wonderful weekend. Okay. Last deck. All right. Sagittarius. week ahead, Sagittarius, the 20th through to the 26th. I do give my feeling on the card along with any channeled messages that come my way. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't. That child card is popping out. Feel free to watch your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or cross watch for somebody that you are dealing with. Okay, I'm getting the song Love is in the Air. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know who sings it or all the words. All right, Sagittarius, overall energy, we have number 43, man holding a coin. And it is pertaining to number 18, child. So for some of you, you could be having a child with somebody. I definitely feel man holding a coin akins to an earth energy. It could be your energy. It's grounded, stable, loyal, secure. And it's interesting because maybe they come with a child. I don't know. We have the Knight of Cups. Somebody's coming in to offer you their cup of love. And or you could be offering your cup of love. I should mention that the man holding the coin could be your energy, or it could be somebody that you're dealing with very closely. Yes, you can be in somebody else's energetic field. This person is, or you are, offering this cup of love, and we have the Two of Wands. This is a desire to move off. Well, I heard into the sunset. This feels love. Oh, I heard and devotion. The Two of Wands is moving towards setting goals for the future, moving forward, future forward thinking, but taking action, passion, drive, and desire together. With the Five of Cups, I feel like there could have been a time of sadness. There could have been an ending that took place, whether it was with this person or somebody else. Interesting. For some of you, you're dealing with two people. For some of you, this is coming in after a time of moving through some pain and sorrow. Could have been with this person or somebody else. But I feel like the Five of Cups, there is an opportunity coming in. So if it is that this person is moving away or you're moving away from this person, don't focus on that too much because you have opportunity coming. Again, in the underlying energy, that which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of, we have number 45, man holding a heart. So again, we have two men here, could be the same man, one with emotion, one, it could be the same man in the respect that maybe this person has grown into their emotional aspect. Maybe before it felt a little bit more businessy. Like I do for you, you do for me, that kind of energy. Now we're talking about somebody who's kind, caring, and compassionate. So for some of you, this opportunity has ended and a new one is beginning. Therefore, don't sit and cry over the spilled milk for too long. For others of you, this cycle has ended and the same person is coming back with a new energy, new cycle, if that makes sense. Anyways, man holding the heart is pertaining to number 26, great fortune. Why? Because I feel like you are feeling incredibly fortunate with this energy, with this person. And it could be you. It could be your energy towards another person. With the Wheel of Fortune, Pisces, Sagittarius energy, things finally get moving after a time of stagnancy, progress being made seemingly out of nowhere. And it's good karma coming your way. And then we have the Four of Wands. There could be a moving from one cycle of, yeah, we're just, boyfriend, girlfriend, to getting married. The Four of Wands is union. It also does talk about your templed path, but for me, this feels more like love, relationship, and emotion. So again, there could be two stories here. Interestingly enough, I don't necessarily feel your energy in this reading in the respect of the energetic field. If it is yours, you will know, but this feels like you're dealing with either two different people or somebody who has grown and matured into a new energy. But either way, If you're dealing with two people, one's ending and Mr. Wonderful's coming in, Mr. or Mrs., take it how it resonates. And for some of you, one energy of this person is ending and they are ascending and growing into a more romantic, loving type of person. Could even be you. Could be your energy. Maybe you're growing and expanding and wanting to find Mr. or Mrs. Right. Children aren't baggage. Somebody needed to hear that. Your commitment is being tested. First quarter moon. Your commitment is being tested. Hold strong. All right, I'm going to shuffle and we'll move on to Capricorn. Thank you guys for hanging out with me on this live Friday. Thank you for hitting the like button, for subscribing, for all of my channel group members, extended and gratitude. I appreciate you all. I appreciate you all. This is for the week ahead. Also, I will be leaving timestamps when we're finished here. All righty. Capricorn. Capricorn, this is for the week ahead. Let's see, the 20th through to the 26th. Capricorn, what do we have for Capricorn? Capricorn. Ooh, I just got I'm getting major energy going through the heart chakra. Capricorn. Overall energy for this reading, Capricorn, we have number 46, the thinking man. The heart won't stop. Feels very like maybe on pins and needles. It almost feels on the verge of, I don't know if I should cry or it just feels very heightened for sure. Anyways, thinking man pertaining to main female in the reverse. So either you're the thinking man, the thinking energy, take it how it resonates. I'm just going to read it how the cards say. If you need to flip the roles, do so. If this isn't your reading, check out another one. We have a thinking man energy. I feel like this is a thinking man that is not thinking about a main female. And I feel like the main female could be anybody. Maybe there's a different person they're thinking of. Maybe it's no female at all. Either way, this expansive thinking isn't pertaining to a female, or at least not the main female in this person's life. We have Leo, the strength card. That's personal power, strength. Ooh, I heard perseverance as well. We have the 10 of Pentacles. The 10 of Pentacles is interesting because yes, it is meant to, people are like, oh, it's the 10. It's like the best ever. It's like, you know, having it all. It is, but it's also a 10. And every 10 is the ending of a cycle. So I feel like you're having strength through the ending of this cycle. And it was something that could have been upwards of 10 years. Grounded, stable, felt secure. And then we have you, Capricorn, the Devil card. So interesting. I could look at that and just say, that's you, Capricorn. That's just you. But I feel like also we're talking about having strength and perseverance, that something is coming to an end. And I feel like it was coming to an end because on some level, it wasn't healthy for you. It was shadow energy. Now, that could be so many different things. And this is a general reading and I'm not clarifying, but I will give you a few. Could be, had to do with codependence. Could just simply be that your energy has vibrated in a new direction than this person. I will say that it could have been abuse, toxicity, addictive behavior, which can look a million different ways to a million different people. But this is coming to an end, and I feel like you are going to be in your strength and power. Well, I heard eventually. So hopefully sooner than later. The underlying energy, that which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of, we have number 8, indecision. And I don't know, interestingly enough, if we're undecided after all of this happens or if this is what we're trying to decide on, but it's pertaining to thief. So thief, again, can be a lot of things. It can be that somebody is stealing your time, energy, and effort, your attention, which in itself can be toxic. By stealing, it's kind of like we're giving it. Nobody really takes anything without first our consent, whether we're conscious of the consent or not. That which you focus on, you perpetuate and you allow. So in essence, you control all of that. Doesn't matter though. Let's continue. You have indecision pertaining to theft energy or stealing. And in this specific card, I honestly feel like it's time, energy, and effort that we're talking about. We have a 6 of Wands. I feel like the 6 of Wands generally is talking about being acknowledged and having some form of recognition. We have the Hanged Man, Pisces energy. And then we have the Tower card, which is Scorpio, Aries. Frankly, I feel as though you're in undecided as to whether this cycle should come to an end or not. I feel like it is going to come to an end. And the reason being is because, again, it's tied to something shadow energy. I had a hair on there. You are going to be recognizing that there is a need for you to gain a new perspective. I feel like you're going to gain that new perspective. And once you do, out comes the Tower. And the Tower does what? It gets rid of things that aren't built on a steady foundation. It may seem steady. It did at some point. It felt very grounded and stable. But at some point, maybe even from the beginning, maybe you were sat in this, there's the hair. Maybe you were sat in this energy from the beginning and built a house upon that energy. And when you started seeing things differently, shifting your energy, recognizing that there was a need for you to perceive differently, all of a sudden, energy shifts and it's no longer stable and secure. So we could be talking about a job, a relationship. There really is no emotional energy here whatsoever. And maybe that's part of the situation. Maybe you're coming to realize there was no emotion involved, whether it's on your side or another person's. But again, the energy is a thinking man, not thinking of a main female. And if you look here, we've got somebody who's trying to steal the time, energy, and effort of another person or people. So your indecision isn't going to last forever. I feel like all clarity is coming through. I heard all hell is breaking loose this next week in a good way. In a good way. All right, Capricorn, your Moonology card. Have faith in your dreams. Waxing crescent moon. Have faith in your dreams. Okay, I'm going to move on to Aquarius. And first I'm going to shuffle and read the chat. And apparently somebody just deleted their message. Just so everybody knows, I don't read the chat while I'm actually in the middle of reading for the sign. I just don't care to be distracted, and I'm channeling, therefore it's more beneficial for those receiving the reading that I continue forward as opposed to being distracted by looking at the chat. So I wait until I shuffle. I get to you eventually. All right, I have done all signs except for Aquarius and Pisces. We are heading into Aquarius after I shuffle. At the end, when I get off of this live, I will be putting in the timestamps, so you don't have to worry about scrolling back and forward trying to find the readings. Thank you guys for joining me on this Friday. I truly appreciate you. Thank you for hitting the like button and subscribing. Okay. Aquarius. Aquarius for the week ahead, the 20th through to the 26th. I do give my feeling on the card along with any channeled messages that come my way. So take what resonates, and leave what doesn't. Feel free to watch your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or cross watch for somebody that you are dealing with. Wowza. All right, Aquarius, overall energy, we have number 48, Angel of Balance, feeling very balanced this week, pertaining to a number 2, main female. Could be you that is the main female, feeling balanced. Could be you with another main female in your life. Take it how it resonates. But the energy of feeling balanced is beautiful. Balance is good. It's like the nice zone, right? We have Temperance. That is Sagittarius energy. It's talking about divine timing, but also it's talking about don't overindulge, right? Just kind of go with the flow of things. With the 8 of Wands, because things are gonna, well, I feel like it's talking more about divine timing and to pace yourself, because things are going to pick up very quickly with passion, drive, desire. Could be communication coming through, something coming in very quickly, unexpected. And what is that? The 4 of Wands. Could be getting married, could be talking about a union. Somebody could be proposing. That could be the communication coming in, passion out of nowhere. But it also could talk about you, because you're in the energy of balance, that is opening things up to move onto your templed path, right? For a lot of you, this could pertain to marriage, that divine timing is calling this in. And I feel like that time is this upcoming week. In the underlying energy, that which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of, we have number 52, Goddess of the Moon. And it is pertaining to number 1, main female. Ooh, that's a really nice classic car. I don't know if you guys could hear that rumbling. So the Goddess of the Moon is about, well, in the underlying energy, yes, it could be hidden secrets. It could be fear. It could even talk about heightened spiritual gifts, intuition. But this is pertaining to a main male. And You could be receiving some kind of communication. Energetic communication. I think we call that telepathy. But also you could just be picking up on this person's energy very strongly. This main male. We have a main female and a main male. And what I find incredibly interesting is that we have the moon card. So your energy, underlying energy is goddess of the moon. We have the moon card, Pisces energy. You could be dealing with a Pisces. We've got Pisces out a couple times. With the moon, at least. And then we have the Justice card, which is Libra energy. So we have the Angel of Balance with the main female. And then we also have Balance, the Justice card, with the main male. And then we have the moon energy. So again, the moon energy is intuition, psychic abilities. Yes, it talks about hidden secrets and moving through fears. But this is underlying, and I don't feel fear and I don't feel hidden secrets unless this person is your personal little secret. But it feels more like a very strong spiritual bond. It feels either that this person is picking up on your energy charge, emotions, they could even be reading your thoughts, and or vice versa. You may not be aware of it because unless you're aware of other people's energy and the difference between yours and another person's, you wouldn't know. But interesting. Even more interesting is your Moonology card. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. Full moon in Pisces. Pisces is currently the North Node, which we're all meant to be moving towards this spiritual aspect of self, getting to know our higher selves, being more spiritual, getting back in tune with our gifts, our spiritual gifts of things like telepathy, energy, healing, reading, all of that, right? And I just find this very, very interesting. So maybe it's not for everybody. Take it how it resonates. But I definitely feel like there is a very strong spiritual connection with whomever that person is. So I'm going to shuffle, read the chat, and we will move on to late Pisces. Hello, Lana. Happy Friday. Thank you all for hitting that like button. It definitely helps with the YouTube algorithm. I appreciate the comments, the shares, the subscribes. I appreciate everybody, but incredibly more so the extended and gratitude group members. I appreciate everybody. I am well. I hope you are well as well. That's a lot of wells. Happy Easter weekend if you celebrate in whatever capacity you celebrate. Maybe it's just eating dyed Easter eggs or chocolate. Maybe you just celebrate through children. Maybe you are super religious. Although normally the super religious tend to mark me as not up their wheelhouse, but whatever. Oh. Oh, Kalidokali. And he said, I'm parched. It's a lot to talk for an hour. Okay. Pisces. This is for the week ahead. Pisces, the 20th through to the 26th. What is happening for Pisces for the week ahead? I do give my feeling on the card along with any channeled messages that come my way. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Feel free to watch your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or cross watch for somebody that you're dealing with. Okay, I'm getting a song. And I don't know necessarily who sings it, but just a little more time is all we're asking for. Never Surrender. I don't know if Never Surrender is the song title, if that was the lyrics that you were just meant to hear, but maybe check out the song. Maybe something will resonate for you, Pisces. Overall energy for this upcoming week, we have number 27, Walking Away. Pertaining to number 5, a mature man. You could be walking away from this mature man. You could be the mature man walking away. But it's interesting because the World card is there, which tells me that there is an energy of growth and expansion. You have completed a cycle and you are walking away on some level, energetically, whatever the case may be. We'll get more into it and see if we can dig it out. We have a Page of Wands. Pages bring news. This is passion, drive, desire, and forward momentum with the Knight of Pentacles. This is the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck. Now, if we're talking about people, we're talking about somebody with passion, somebody that's grounded and stable and loyal. But inevitably, it feels like there's forward momentum, but it's taking a long time. Whatever this energy is, this opportunity, this Pentacles energy, it's taking a really long time to come in. But it's good because it's grounded, it's stable, it's secure, it's loyal. It just is slower than slug snot. And then we have a Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands is specifically Aries, but it's Aries, Leo, Sag. This is the energy of magic. It's passion, drive, desire, forward momentum. Somebody who likes to be in control, in charge. It's also the energy sometimes of entrepreneurship and maybe even public speaking. It could be definitely leadership energy. It's sometimes my way or the highway energy, but it's somebody who's very charismatic. And then we have the Fool card. Fool card is after that ending taking place, we are taking a leap of faith in a new beginning, Aquarius, Aries energy. So we have an ending of a cycle and the beginning of a new. And it's interesting because the mature man could, yes, be a person, but it could also just be something has matured, something has ripened. It's time to move to the next level energetically. The walking away energy to me feels like you're ready, you're moving on, you're walking away. It just feels like this has been a process or a very long process coming in. For some of you, it's a Queen of Wands energy, male, female, not gender specific, that maybe you're moving away from. Maybe it started out with passion and then, you know, it's been this long, slow burn and now it's time to move on. You'll have to take it how it resonates because I'm not clarifying. The underlying energy, that which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of. We have anxiety, number 18, pertaining to number 9, change. Interesting, because I feel like you're ready to walk away, but we have this kind of anxiety with the change. And change is good, but it does sometimes bring like, oh, like I don't know what's going to happen. It could even be anxious, like not necessarily anxiety, but feeling anxious about this shift and change. But it feels good, whatever this change is. I will tell you, I definitely feel like you were dealing with another person, possibly a fire sign or somebody who embodies that energy. We have a Knight of Wands. A Wheel of Fortune and a Queen of Cups. You're the Queen of Cups, hands down. That's your energy. The Knight of Wands, again, is that drive, that passion, that taking action, forward momentum. The Wheel of Fortune, Pisces, Sagittarius energy is progress coming seemingly out of nowhere, possibly even a windfall. But it's after a time of stagnancy. Well, when you look at these two cards, you've got a Page of Wands. So that's the passion. Okay, I'm just putting one foot out in front. Could even be an opportunity coming in, but you have to take the action on it. And then we've got the slowest moving knight in the deck. So with the passion comes in the opportunity, but it's taking forever. Seemingly, where's it at? I haven't seen it yet. It's coming. It's coming very slowly. And then all of a sudden it's here. And it could come in with that Knight of Wands. Something moving in very quickly. I almost wonder, for some of you, yes, it is a person. But I feel like it's so much more than that. I feel like this is talking about there's some part of you that has matured, that it's time to move into a new cycle. And it's a little bit uncomfortable. Because it's a new cycle. Like you're taking, that's how cycles work. Like you've reached the peak. You can't go any further. So you have to expand the fishbowl. So like, let's say you're in your fishbowl, Pisces, and like, it's too small. You know, every aspect of this fishbowl. It's time to go into a lake. And the lake's new. It's kind of scary. Like what's hiding around this rock? What's going to be around this corner? You know, maybe I'm not, you know, big enough or mature enough to be in this lake. That's the anxiety. I feel more so like this is what we're talking about. But I feel like you have, and this could even talk about Aries season, this new chapter taking place, this new cycle. Take it how it resonates. Yes, it could be a person, but I feel like this is more about you following your passion, your drive, your desire. And it is a slow burn. It does take time. You are moving in the right direction. And out of the blue, I feel like you're really going to get some major progress, possibly even a windfall, however that looks for you. And it's really going to light up that Knight of Wands. It's going to make that passion and that drive, that desire from a page to a knight to a queen. I feel like you are on the right track. So new cycle beginning for you this week. Something shifting. You're walking away from something or someone. Pisces, luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. Luck is on your side. Okay. Let's see, where are we at? All right. I would like to thank you all for joining me on this live on this Friday. I appreciate you all hitting that like button. I appreciate that all the comments and the subscribes. Thank you to all of my group members, extended group members, gratitude group members. I truly appreciate you all. This is your week ahead, the 20th through to the 26th. The May monthlies are going to be out for the extended group membership on the 24th. So you guys will have that, and then it will be out for everybody else shortly thereafter that, but before the 1st, of course, always. Interesting. I will also say, if you all are interested in joining the extended or gratitude group, you can find the link in the description box below. Extended group is $2.99 a month. You can cancel at any time. You get all the extendeds, all access to all signs. if you want to join the gratitude group, which is far more on the spiritual aspect, along with law of attraction, manifestation, that is $5.99 a month. You can cancel that at any time. You get access to a plethora of videos. And then I also will say that I do one-on-one spiritual coaching with the 13 Steps to Transformation, a 13-week course. It's akin to a spiritual awakening and so much more. There's also just regular one-on-one spiritual life coaching for whatever. Also, there is the Manifest Your Miracles. If you were interested in any of that, you can reach out via Facebook Messenger and or email. Information all is in the description box below. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all for hanging out with me, for your views, your likes, your shares, your subscribes. And that being said, I will see you all on the next one.